To set this up, it's a little complicated, but because you got to make the proper holes. They give you thorough instructions in here how to set this up, but you got to program it, all right? And there's a couple of things that you got to remember, because right now we have a sensor, and this is the light sensor right now that we're programming. You want to make sure that day to night, dusk to dawn, it opens up. But sometimes you program it without the light sensor. You just do it by a timer, all right? And it does have 24-hour timer, so you got to make sure you set up the either by a military time, and it's easy to set up on that part of it. So like I said, see the timer, that's how you could set it up too. It has 3 buttons right now and the sensor. Now right now we have it open, but say it gets dark right now, we're just gonna program it where it gets dark and it starts locking automatically up. Right now, I haven't set it up completely to close completely out because I'm still programming it. But you could set up a certain angle or maybe a certain size of animal that you have. But right now, we're just going to go ahead and close it. And it completely closed out. So right now, we have it open. But at night, when it becomes night, 2 ways you can program it. Right now we have the sensor light as we're programming it automatically, and then like I said, you can program with the time. Simple. Right now we're trying to program it right when the sun hits the sensor, it's going to open it up. When it blocks it out, when it becomes dark, it's automatically. But a lot of people like to put the timer on, so we're going to go ahead and set up by the timer. You hold it down for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. There's a timer. Now we're going to go and set up the actual timer. So we want to set up where it actually closes from 1 to 2. So we're going to go ahead and F1. F1, when you hold it down, now we're going to be able to program our first opening that we want. And we want to do it by pushing this button again. And then you could go up and say how many the hours that you want. So right now this is minutes, but we're just gonna do an hour. You can hold it down for a couple of seconds and it just starts going fast. We're gonna do an hour, 0, and then we're gonna do 1 hour. F1, F1. We're gonna go back to F1. We're gonna do 1. We're gonna do 1 hour. We're gonna do this one. We're gonna keep at 1, and then we're gonna go back to F2. We want to set up the program where it closes up. You want to make sure you want to do that first. So you're going to close it up at maybe 3 o'clock, I will say. Hit X. And then you can program up to 3, F1, F2, or F3. Right now, we're going to do light mode, all right? The light mode will be on. We're going to do F4 for the first sensor. We're going to do that. For the light sensor, first light sensor, we're going to do F4. And then we're going to menu. In a menu, we gotta go how sensitive you want it to be, 10, 15, 20, and we're gonna do 21. Hit on, and then the other one we're gonna go the other way. So F5, we're gonna do menu. We're gonna do a lower, then lower, 60. When you want it, just save it. And that's it. Okay, we got the timer set up already. We're gonna go ahead and go into the actual light mode right now. There's a light mode. So when we sense it, close it out, closes completely at 99. When you open it up, it opens up there. But we still have to program it where it opens all the way up. So that's the next step too.